Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Tempo TCG here, back on the Shuffle Squad YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be covering one of my favorite decks coming out of the Twilight Masquerade set, and that is Boom Boom Groove, or Festival Lead, or Festival Grounds, whatever you want to call it, pretty much just Thwackey and Dipplin. Now this deck is super awesome, it can do a lot of damage, and I really think that there's definitely a place for it in the meta. Now this list is a lot different than some I have been seeing online. We do play a 1-1 Rabsca Rellor line, just because I think with Dragapult becoming pretty popular, it's probably important to have Rabsca instead of Jirachi or Manaphy. So pretty much the way the deck works is we do have Dipplin, who has the Festival Lead ability, which states if Festival Grounds is in play, this Pokemon may use an attack it has twice. So pretty much Dipplin can use Do the Wave twice for 200 damage, and that's without modifiers. Now going to our damage modifiers, we do have Kieran here, which states during this turn, attacks used by your Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX and active Pokemon V. Now this does mean that Dipplin is able to swing 260 damage with his Do the Wave, or with, well yeah, just Do the Wave. So that does knock out tons of Pokemon. Cards like Iron Hands, cards like Chenpao, cards like Miraidon. All these cards are being knocked out by Dipplin. And what's also great is it is a grass type, so it does swing Charizards for the knockout really easily. Now Thwackey does have the cool ability Boom Boom Groove, which states once during your turn, if your active Pokemon has the Festival Lead ability, you may search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So we kind of have a one prize quick search here that we can use several times as long as we have several Thwackeys set up in play. I think this deck is super fun, and I think that utilizing cards like Bug Catching Set, Carmine, and Lana's Aid are all really good. Our ace spec of choice here is Hyper Aroma, which does state search your deck for up to 3 stage 1 Pokemon, reveal them and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. I think it's really strong because we have Dipplins and Thwackeys, and it just helps us search for whatever cards we could possibly need, and I think it's really great for setting up. Now, with the Arven engine, it's also really easy to find our TM evolutions, our Buddy Poffins, our Hyper Aroma, so I think in general, our deck is looking really solid. Let me know what you guys think, let me know any changes to the deck list you might make, and let's jump into the video. Starting hand here is not ideal here. We do get no basics. Let's see what our opponent is playing here after they set up their board a little bit. This deck is really fun into a lot of decks. We do just get one mulligan, that's pretty okay. Here we do get that Grookey, Bug Catching Set, Festival Grounds in our hand. There's definitely worse cards that we could have right now. So here, our opponent is going to flip over, drum roll please, a Mewtwo. Okay, so what's this guy do? Your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. This tech does 90 more damage. So I'm assuming this might be okay. This is Dragapult. This was not. I've never seen this Mewtwo in Dragapult, but you know what? I think this could be pretty neat. Looks like they're setting up very well, to be honest. That Mewtwo in their active spot might be an issue for them, but I think in general they're probably fine. Let's go Arven here. We're gonna go Arven in for this Buddy-Buddy Poffin and then this TM evolution. I'm just kind of praying that we do get the ability to use our TM evolution. Let's grab Applin. Let's grab Grookey. I think those are probably our best bets here. Then let's go in with Bug Catching Set. Please give us an energy. We do get an energy and a Grookey here. I think if we're going to do this, it should be energy Grookey, because we are going to get that Thwackey next turn anyways. So let's go. We'll bench this Grookey. We'll attach this grass energy here. We can go TM evolution. We can go evolve with evolution. And then I think we're just going to grab Thwackey and Applin. So here's a Thwackey. Here's a Dipplin. And there we go. That's our first turn. Now, if they do knock out Grookey, then we do have Dipplin in the active. If they don't knock out Grookey, we can just retreat into Dipplin because we do have that 1 energy attached. So we're looking pretty solid here. We are definitely able to swing this Mewtwo next turn. Especially like we're going to have 2 Thwackeys, so I think we're probably really looking good. I think this matchup is definitely a scary one, just for the fact that Dragapult dealing damage to our bench is really scary because none of our Pokemon really have that much HP. So we really need to get this Rabsca up. The reason we didn't bench Rellor last turn when we went to go in with that TM evolution was because Rabsca was in our hand, so Rellor would have been pretty useless. Let's see if they can get anything going on here. They do have that rescue board. They're going to attach a fire to Dreepy, and then it's just going to be a pass. And this is kind of... Dragapult's pretty slow. That Hyper Aroma is actually pretty big for us here. Let's go here. We can bench this Festival Grounds, and then we can retreat. Let's retreat into Dipplin here. Let's use our first Hyper, or our first Boom Boom Groove. We can go in with this Boom Boom Groove. Let's just go ahead. We're going to grab... Probably Carmine is really good here. So let's grab this Carmine. I guess we are going to have to use this Hyper Aroma, which is unfortunate. Maybe Carmine wasn't the play because now we can't really go and get anything set up. But Rabsca is probably just useless at this point. We'll go in with another Boom Boom Groove for a Grass Energy. Yeah, let's grab this Grass Energy. We can attach it to our active. We can go in with Hyper Aroma. I think that's probably fine. We'll grab Dipplin, Thwackey Dipplin. We can evolve another Grookey into another Thwackey here. There's that. Now we have a third Boom Boom Groove. We can go Boom Boom Groove. Then we can grab this Rellor here. They're probably not attacking next turn, so we're probably fine to just sit here and do the wave twice. But worst case scenario, let's go Vengeful Punch, and then let's just go do the wave, do the wave. Carmine was probably a dead card for us to grab. I cannot lie, just the fact that we now have all our Dipplins in our hand probably wasn't the ideal Pokemon card to grab, but we live to learn, and that sometimes you learn from making your misplays. Now we do have that Rabsca play next turn. Here comes Dreepy, so I'm assuming they have a way to power it up and evolve it. If they don't, it seems like a misplay to promote the Dreepy because he's just going to die. This is kind of Dragapult though, is that the deck is pretty slow. It's fairly inconsistent. There's the Artisan coming down. Artisan's fine. We do have another Festival Grounds in our hand. We have the way to search it with Boom Boom Groove here. We are going to be taking 2 knockouts here. They're going to go Iono here. I'm fine with an Iono. We got 5 new cards. Buddy-Buddy Poffin Counter Catcher, Pal Pad Grass. Probably isn't great, but you know what? I know a certain card that lets us search 3 of any card we want, as long as they don't take a knockout here. So we're definitely swinging this Dreepy. We're definitely swinging something else, unless they get a big, beefy Pokemon up. So there's that Dracloak. We are just going to Buddy-Buddy Poffin next turn for an Applin. We're going to burn one, and then we're going to use the other, and that's just to thin our deck. They're going to go Earthen Vessel here. So they are definitely getting up that Dracloak, getting it ready to attack. So definitely Rabsca is going to be very important for us to get here. And this is a deck that Rabsca just fits in really, really well. I know a lot of people, I posted about this deck on Twitter, got a lot of views, a lot of people talking about it, and everybody was like, well, you're just losing to Dragapult. But if we got this Rabsca up a little bit faster, I think in general we look very, very good in this matchup. There's the Xatu. They do have that as Psychic Energy to Clairvoyant Sense onto this Dracloak here. They're going to do that, draw 2 cards. And then let's see if those 2 cards are useful for them at all. Now they can go Recon Directive here. That's look at the top 2, put 1 to the bottom of your deck, put 1 into your hand. It's very similar to Pidgeot from, I believe it was Sun and Moon, like one of those sets. I forget what set exactly. But Pidgeot was a pretty cool card, and I think that in general the ability is really, really strong. Now, our opponent's turn is probably not going to lead to a big knockout for them here, unless they somehow get Rare Candy Dragapult. They probably are just going to go in with Bite, I'd assume. That seems like not actually the worst idea. So Bite here for 40. That is going to be enough that we're just not happy to take that. But we are taking 2 prize cards here. We do get that Festival Grounds. So let's go in Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We'll burn the first one. We'll Buddy-Buddy Poffin again. And then with that, we can grab another Applin. We can attach for turn to this other Applin here. And then we can go Festival Grounds. And then we can go Boom Boom Groove. In which case, we are going to find that Rabsca. And we're just going to evolve. And then we can go Boom Boom Groove again. What trainers are in here? We just have an Arven. We don't really need another Arven. Like, it might just clog up the deck. So maybe we are just going to burn this Pal Pad here. I actually really don't hate using this Carmine here just to start drawing us a little bit of cards. So let's go in. We'll search for that Carmine. We will use Carmine, draw 7 here. We're looking pretty solid if you ask me. especially with this hand, right? And then we can just Boom Boom Groove again. Then we can go in and we're just going to grab another Dipplin. And then I think that in general, this is a very, very strong approach that we have coming on. Take a knockout here with Do the Wave. And then we can attack again. So that's one prize. And then when we do attack again, that's going to be a second prize. So we are going to be up 3-0 prizes. Let's see who they promote. They do promote the Natu here. And then we are going to perform another attack. Do the Wave for the knockout. And then here, we're going to be down to 3 prizes. And this deck is really, really good here. Especially, like I said, if you can get up that Rabsca early enough. That Dragapult isn't an issue. Dragapult's a fairly slow deck. It's probably one of the slowest decks in the format. So you're probably really fine to just sit here and wait and get Rabsca up, right? I actually don't think this matchup is as bad as everybody says. Looking here, we do have this Kieran. Kieran does let us switch, and it does let us do 30 more damage to our opponent's active Pokemon. Not that we really need to do either. Clairvoyant Sense here, they're going to attach 1 for turn. They're going to probably attach the Fire, start getting ready that other Dreepy. I'm assuming the Dragapult is in hand. It is going to do some damage here onto this Dipplin. And then Dipplin is going to die. So let's see what goes on. We're going in Recon Directive here. I get another one. I still don't know if there's a Dragapult in that hand. There's a Dreepy down, but if they don't have a Dragapult, they're probably just auto-losing this game. There's the Ultra Ball, so they are getting that Dragapult. I think that this is where it starts getting scary because we can't really swing Dragapult too easily, but they are only swinging us 1 prize at a time. So here's the Dragapult. We're going to evolve the active, and then we can just promote Dipplin and then just start swinging again. Ionoing us here, this is where it starts getting a little bit scary for us, is the fact that we just don't have too much that we can do here. We do get that Arven in that Bug Catching Set, so we're probably looking very good, actually, because we do have it guaranteed. They're going to get the Artisan down. They're going to use Artisan, I'm assuming, get something else. I don't know what else it's going to be, but they're going to get something else. There's the Manaphy. Don't know what Manaphy's going to be doing, really. But we do just need 3 more prizes. So here we could go Boss's Orders, KO something here, but we, unless we find something off this Bug Catching Set, we aren't going to be able to find that boss. But if we do, finding Boss's Orders and KOing that other Draw Cloak is probably really, really strong. I think that in general, we are probably looking good here. We do that 40 damage here. It doesn't really matter too much, but that other Vengeful Punch, if we put it on this other Applin, we're probably looking very strong. Just because Do the Wave with a Carmine, it will give us enough damage for a knockout here. There's the Lana's Aid. Let's go Vengeful Punch. Let's go Bug Catching Set. Let's hopefully we find there's 2 Grass Energies. We can attach one of those. Let's go in with Arven here. We can Arven for this Ultra Ball, and let's grab that TM Evolution. And then we are just going to go Ultra Ball, a TM Evo away, and a Grass Energy. And we are going to grab Dipplin here. Dipplin is going to allow us to use Boom Boom Groove 3 times. We'll go Boom Boom Groove for the first one, and then we are just going to grab a benched Pokemon. Let's grab a Goldeen maybe, or Applin. Let's just grab Applin, I think. I think Applin's probably really strong. Let's use our other Boom Boom Groove. And then let's grab maybe that Festival Grounds. I think that's probably really strong. Grab that Festival Grounds. Let's use our third Boom Boom Groove. And then that will allow us to get... Maybe we'll go in and we'll grab this Ultra Ball here. I think that's... I'm trying to think of what's actually good here. Yeah, I think this... No, I don't actually know what's good here. Maybe we'll just grab another Dipplin. Then we can play Festival Grounds. Then we can do the wave twice for 200 damage. 100. We can do it again for 200. We use that 240 damage. This is going to mean that we pretty much have the game. Unless they get another Dragapult in, but I think in general we're probably just fine. If we did get that Karma, or what's the other one? It's not Carmine. Kieran. If we did have Kieran earlier and we were able to do that extra 30 damage, we would have had a knockout doing 260, and then once they swing this Dipplin, that would be a knockout. So I think that Vengeful Punch is actually very good in this deck, but I don't think a lot of people are playing it, and I'm not really sure why. Here, they're going to go in with that Recon Directive. If we are able to find, like, any way, like, let's say we top deck. No, we don't actually. I think we're fine. I think we literally just go Boss's Orders on Xatu, and then if they don't have another Dragapult, I think we just win. Because we can boss the Xatu, or that other Draw Cloak is also probably fine. I think we just win either way, because we don't even need boss. We just swing Dragapult for the knockout. They have to retreat it here. But, like, I think, like, if they retreat, we just find the boss's orders and then take the knockout anyways, and that's kind of where my head's at. Earthen Vessel here. What's in their discard pile here? I don't know. They've already played 2 Ionos, so the odds they want to play a third, or they do even play a third, probably might not be too high. Let's see. They attach a Fire Energy here. They do have 2 Draw Cloaks powered up, so they're going to go Boss's Orders here. They're going to bring up this Rabsca and swing it for the knockout. I think that's a very safe play. But unless they get a Pokemon evolved and another Dragapult into play, we just win here. They do get that Boss's Orders into something else here. It's definitely, this is where it starts getting scary, is when they go and they would hit that Phantom Dive onto a Rabsca. Here they're going Dragapult. They're going to get the evolution here. The switch card into the other Dragapult is probably okay. We can definitely set up a good knockout here, because they're going to go Jet Headbutt. They're going to knock out that Rabsca. And then they're going to deal some damage to our... Or they're not dealing damage to our bench that time. Let's go. We'll go into this Dipplin here. And what I really like about this is that if we can evolve this other Applin into a Dipplin, we could go Lana's Aid here, I think is probably... I'm trying to think of what the best case scenario here is. I think it's probably attach Grass to Dipplin, and then it's probably Boom Boom Groove for a Boss's Orders to kill that other Dragapult. I think that's very, very good. We can go grab that, and then we can go second Boom Boom Groove. Maybe we want to grab, like, oh, I don't even know. Not anything that is knockout, like, able to be knocked out. So maybe we just want... Yeah, I don't actually think there's anything in the deck we really, really want. But we can just grab another Psychic Energy, or a Grass Energy. It's not really a great top deck, so I think that's fine. We're just kind of Iono-proofing ourselves here. Like, getting rid of cards we probably don't want to top deck. So now maybe we'll put this Goldeen into our hand. I don't think it's a good top deck either. So that if we do get Iono'd, our chances we hit a good card are higher. Let's go Boss's Orders this Dragapult here. We don't need to bench this Goldeen because we are just doing 80 damage. But if we do bench Goldeen and they do promote something else, then we do just win. So they have to promote this Dragapult here. So we take the knockout on that. We take our 2 prizes. And then I do actually think that this Vengeful Punch is going to be what saves this game, ironically. Because if they go into Dragapult here, they are going to be hit with Vengeful Punch. And that's going to be 40 damage. That's going to be 140 damage on Dragapult, which means that another 2 do the waves is going to be the knockout. Whereas normally you need 4. So let's kind of see what they've got happening. If there's anything that they can do, they can take that extra knockout on this Goldeen here. So maybe that's some good bait that they're going to fall for. If not, I think we're still fine because we can just go Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Either way, we do have the guaranteed search because we do have 2 Dipplins set up. So I think that this is kind of just a game we have in the bag here. We could, if we had a Pal Pad, or we could go Pal Pad Boss's Orders again. Or maybe we dumped our Pal Pad earlier in the game. No, I don't think we did. I think we did dump it. I thought so. We Carmined it. Yeah, that's what it was. I think that if we had an extra Pal Pad, it would be really good to Pal Pad and then Boss's Orders, and that just guarantees the game. So maybe a second Pal Pad's good in this deck. One thing I will say I miss is a switch card. I think that that's probably something we want to work in, but I think like the consistency of the deck where it's at right now is very, very good. And I actually think the deck is super solid and it's really consistent. I've been having a lot of fun playing it. I think they're just kind of puzzled as to like, what can I do here to potentially win this game? Here's a Buddy-Buddy Poffin. It looks like they're probably just burning the clock. I don't know what their actual plan here is. I don't know if there is any at all. Or if they're just going to try to burn the clock so that we retreat. They're going to go Mala and, or Mela, I guess. Attach a Fire Energy. It's kind of just Melanie. But you can only use it if one of your Pokemon was discarded or knocked out. So Phantom Dive here is going to be the knockout on Dipplin. They are going to take that 40 damage, and I'm assuming they kill Goldeen here. but that's perfectly fine because we do have that Lana's Aid here. And in general, that's just, it's going to be the game. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know where the other one's going to go. Maybe it's going to go on Dipplin. Yeah, Dipplin. 200 on the active Dipplin. So there's a knockout. There's 40 damage on them, and that is how Vengeful Punch is going to set up this game to just be super, super easy for us. Here we just go into Dipplin, and then we can go Lana's Aid and just put 3 Pokemon in our hand. We can go Lana's Aid. Let's put Applin and Goldeen and Rabsca, I guess. We'll bench 2 of them, and then we will swing for the knockout. Do the wave for us swinging 340 damage in total on this Dragapult. We can use it again. There's the other attack. Do the wave. That is the knockout, and that is how you beat Dragapult EX with Festival Lead Dipplin. It's not as bad of a matchup as everybody says. I think in general, Dragapult sets up pretty slow, and you can definitely play really well around the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really had a lot of fun making it, and I'm really happy to share this deck with you guys. We did do 1,000 damage. That's a lot with a little apple. So I really hope you guys check it out, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Peace.
Want to support the Shuffle Squad? Be sure to check out all of our sponsors in the description to pick up Pokemon TCG singles, sealed, and PTCG live codes. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.